Hey guys, this is Christy Carlson Romano, and you're watching BuzzFeed. Ooh, did you ever have a crush on any fellow Disney Channel stars?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I definitely had a crush on, like, everyone. I was pretty sheltered because I was always on set, so anytime someone would come to set, I'd have like mini crushes. And I would get over them pretty quickly because then I'd be on to the next crush. Do you remember the lyrics to We Went to the Moon? If so, could you sing a little bit for us? Well, sure can. We went to the moon in 1969, not 1968, but the year after. And once we were there, the astronauts felt fine. I don't remember the rest of the words there. And I also sell a t-shirt with those lyrics on them. Go to my Etsy shop and buy it now. Was there a role that you auditioned for and really wanted but didn't end up getting, or went to someone else? I really wanted to go and audition for Princess Diaries, and I could not because they kept me at Even Stevens and I could not make my audition. So I have a really, really big regret of never making that audition. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Okay, next one. What do you think Ren Stevens is up to now? Would you ever consider doing an Even Stevens reboot? Yes, absolutely. I would absolutely consider doing an Even Stevens reboot, and I know the idea for it. My character is now older, and she has 2 kids, and it's kind of gender swapped, where like the Lewis is the girl, and the Ren is the boy. It's karma for Ren, for sure. Next. What does it feel like stepping back into the Kim Possible universe as a new character, Poppy Blue? It's pretty crazy. You know, it's a very strict universe, and so it's very interesting to me that I'm taking on a new character, Poppy Blue, who's this larger-than-life pop icon, kind of like a Lady Gaga, and she's helping Kim Possible get to her mission. It feels really great. I'm really excited to be a part of this world as a face, and I think that my character, Poppy Blue, could come back, because I think she is larger than life, and maybe she'd be a villain. Have you ever heard the Kim Possible phone ring in public? If so, what's your reaction? Yeah, I have. I've definitely heard that phone, and it probably will always be with a certain generation, a certain age range. Some people have had that ringtone on their phone, they've told me, for like 10 years. What I want to know is, why don't I have it on my phone? What is your personal favorite Even Stevens episode? Do you have any memories that come to mind from filming it? The musical episode is pretty epic. It's a very historic moment for the Disney Channel, as it was way before High School Musical. Psh. I also have a memory of an episode where I had to be with a pig for the entire week. When was the last time you talked to your Even Stevens co-star, Shia LaBeouf? What was your favorite on-set memory with him? Oh, Shia. So many, many, many memories. The last time I talked to him was actually through my husband, where he was training at a gun range. And then my husband happened to be at the gun range. Well, he was a Marine, so it kind of made sense. They kind of broed out, and then he said, oh, say hi to sis for me and stuff. So it was all love. Thanks, Shia. Love you too. What was the favorite on-set memory with him? Yeah, some come to mind that I can't really talk about right now. The one that I always love telling is that I tried to haze him because he was going into high school, and I put a fart machine underneath his chair during a close-up, and he didn't appreciate that. So my dressing room got TP'd. One of the most beloved characters from Even Stevens is Beans. Aww. When was the last time you spoke to Stephen Anthony Lawrence? He's a sweetheart of a guy, and I've met with him about a documentary that I was trying to make about child actors who grow up. Having to grow up with that kind of identity is not easy, and I think he's done it in a really great way, because you don't see him making crazy headlines. He's just living his life. Last burning question. Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus, and Demi Lovato were beginning their Disney Channel careers as you were wrapping up yours. Did you offer any advice to them? Who could have known that these girls would have become these huge, iconic stars? Back when I was on Disney Channel, it was very different. We didn't have social media. There was probably dial-up internet. Jesus. We didn't have any of that overexposure. So anytime that I was asked about Miley Cyrus and when she was starting to go, I guess you'd say rogue, but in my opinion, she's done a really great job of transitioning. It was just very, you know, her own way. She did it her own way. I don't know, I feel like sometimes when girls go from Disney, then they want to prove themselves in a completely different light, and that can be dangerous. So I was always trying to give any kind of advice, whether it was in an interview or anything, to just say, hey, like, be you, do you, but be protective of yourself. And don't do anything that you're gonna regret, because I have done some of those things. And it's not necessary to do that in order to really grow as an artist. So that is about it, guys. That is my last burning question from you. Again, this is Christy Carlson Armato, answered your burning questions. Lots of love.